Brian, the Ravens are sort of famous for the amount of blitzes that they like to run. Just how does that change what you do when you know that a team likes to run a lot of blitzes?
Um, it just means we got to be on top of our details a lot more and understanding who's going where in terms of what protection and who's going to be picked up and who might not be. Those kind of things. But above anything, they have people are what make blitzes really good, and they have a lot of good talented rushers, a lot of good talented players who've done it for a long time and have a ton of respect for the guys that are going to be doing it. So to me, it's more about the people than the scheme, and they have really good people and players. So it'll be a good challenge for us, and looking forward to the opportunity.
Does it help at all communication-wise that you guys have played together as a unit? Aside from Christian coming in for Rashad, but it's been pretty much the same unit the entire year.
I think so. I think continuity always helps, and you're hopefully always improving and getting better at those kind of things communication-wise. But we've been in the system a while, and I think guys understand the language that we're trying to use and the positions they're trying to put us in.
Brian, I know the focus is obviously what happens on the field, but just curious if there's any extra emotion or anything with being closer to home, or if you'll have extra friends or family at the game.
Yeah, I'll definitely have a lot more people. I grew up in Delaware, about probably 50 minutes from the stadium, but to me, that's not really something I worry about. That's more for my parents and family to do whatever they got going on. I won't see them Saturday. I'll be able to say hi after the game Sunday, but I've done it before, going back to Philadelphia my rookie year, so it's not that different for me.
Ryan, with the team coming off a tough defeat and you as one of the team captains, anything different you need to do this week to make sure, heads aren't hanging or anything like that? I mean, some of the other captains have talked this week about, their role and what have you.
I think my role should, try to be consistent. I'm not going to change who I am this week after a tough one, but at the same time, you try to take personal responsibility to bring a lot of energy and understand, there might be a moment where we can put a team away that we haven't in the past, and understanding that, if we're trying to simulate something in practice, those kind of situations are important. And just kind of having a sense of urgency and not necessarily going through the motions, and making people understand that, hey, we got to go. It's time to go. It's time to get this thing rolling.
Why do you think it's been a struggle to kind of put teams away when you have a lead late in the game?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. To me, the things I can always focus on are, did I execute a specific play? And that's kind of where I try to keep my focus is, how can I do better at, what I was asked to do, and where can I improve from there, and where can we improve as an O-line from there?
What have you seen from Darasan? How has he fit in with the group?
I think he's done a great job. I'm really proud and happy of Christian of what he's been able to do so far, and I know he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, and he's going to continue to grow and be better. But just his overall demeanor at practice, I really respect and appreciate how confident he is in himself. And that's not overconfidence. He understands that it's really hard to be successful in the NFL week in and week out, but he just carries himself in a way that's confident that he's going to bring his best stuff, and his best stuff's really good. So I'm really happy for him and hope he continues playing well.
Brian, how would you describe the mood on the team right now?
I think it's good. I mean, it's no different in my mind. It's not, guys aren't hanging their heads. Attitudes are the same. You're not walking into a room and it's silent. People aren't walking around here with their heads down. That's just not the kind of group we are. And, we lost the game. Not to discredit that, but guys are still motivated. Guys still are engaged, excited about coming in and competing and getting better. And the goal is to win. And guys still are excited to win and go in and try to get a win against a really good group on the road this week. But I haven't seen it any different than when I've been here the past 3.5 years.
Is there a fear that if you don't win soon that could change, or is it just something that you guys?
Of things that I have to worry about on a weekly basis, that's about nowhere near the things that go through my mind in terms of preparing for a game. That's just not something we think about. But